Hi, fantastic phonics friends. Welcome back. Today is day 3 of our ED mini unit. So we have talked about ED makes the ed sound, ED makes the t sound, and today we're going to talk about ED makes the d sound. So let's go ahead and let's activate our schema, just a review of some things that we have already seen and heard, and then we'll talk about it just a little bit. To his friends, Ed is just a normal everyday kind of person. Sorry, knocked out the end of that. I apologize for that. So we have explored ED quite often, and today is our last day that we're going to be looking at ED as an ending. And today's ending is going to say the D sound. So the learning target says I can create real words using the hunk and chunk, so I can learn to sound out words. I will know I have it when I can create words that have the ED in them that says D at the end. So let's go ahead and let's jump in and talk a little bit about the suffix ed saying D. Ed makes the D sound after noisy letters. And I know you're thinking, Mrs. Steck, what is a noisy letter? Well, I've heard noisy kids, but I haven't heard of noisy letters. But let me give you a little hint. Now, of course, there is always an exception to every rule. Everything that I've taught you, there is an exception, but this strategy will help you most of the time. Noisy letter strategy is any word that has a long vowel. They will use ed at the end and it will say the D sound. So any word that has a long vowel. Now that's not always the case, but it will be the case most of the time. So let's go ahead and get out our whiteboards, or if you're doing journals and you're writing all of your words down in your journal, something that you are going to write with. Today we're going to look at these 4 words, and each of these words are going to have long vowels in them. So let's look at the first word is rain. Go ahead and write rain on your paper or on your board. Remember AI, 2 vowels go walking. The first one does the talking, so it's going to say the long A sound. So our rule today is whenever there is a long vowel and we write the word with the ed ending. So now we have rain plus the ed ending. When we say the word, it's going to be rained. Okay, so it's not ed and it's not t. Like yesterday, it's the D sound, rained. Today it rained. So we are in the past. So, like our video was showing, ED can jump in the past and he can tell you something that happened. So, rained is in the past. Now, let's look at shave. So, we have SHAVE, we have bossy E that makes the A say her name, just to review that a little bit. So, she now is a long vowel. So when we write shave plus the ED, we have both of these two E's. Now remember yesterday we talked about that. When we have a double E, we don't want it to say ED because two E's together says the E sound. So we're going to drop one of those E's and add ED. So we're going to drop off this E, add ED. So now it says shaved. Okay, shaved. It's not shaved. It's not shaved. It's just the D sound, shaved. How do I know? Because the vowel is a long vowel. So that will help you. Let's go to the next one. Write chain on your board or on your chart, on your paper, whatever you're keeping. And let's add ED to the end of that. So now we have chain plus ED. And the way that we're going to say this is chained. Say it with me, chained. Good. And then our last one is save. So let's do save, S-A-V-E. Bossy E makes the A say her name. She is now a long vowel. Let's put those together with our ED ending. Remember, two E's here. We're going to drop this E and add ED. So we have saved. Saved. So that is all three of our ED endings. Pretty cool, isn't it? I bet you didn't know that there were all of those different endings. Hopefully, if you did know, this was just a review for you, but it's been pretty exciting to learn some of those new things. Today, for your independent practice, when you jump off of here and you go into the independent practice work, it's going to look exactly like this. It's going to have the same directions and the same charts. So you're going to use the 4 words that we did during our guided practice at the top of your sheet. So you're going to type those in. Of course, just like you've been doing, you click and type it in the box. Then can you read these words? Split the word in half to show the root word and the ED ending. So remember, you're clicking after the end of the root word and putting some space in there. Okay, so go ahead and do that, or you can add the takeaway sign to separate it like that, however you would like to do it. And then at the bottom, you're going to research 3 new words that have the D sound using a long vowel. So you can explore that, or you can think of some other ones, or of course, if you cannot think of any other ones, you're more than welcome to use these words. Don't forget to read these to someone, or if you do not know how to read them, make sure you have someone tell you what they say. We want to make sure that you're reading all of those correctly. All right, big reflection. If you feel like you're a 3, that means that you understand the rules for all 3 of the ED endings. So we're kind of doing not just the D today, but I want us to think whole picture for the whole mini unit. If I saw ED at the end of a word, would I know how to say ed, the T sound, or the D sound? So I've got this. I can do it on my own. Level 2, I'm getting it, just need a little bit more practice. Level 1, I'm going to need some extra help during our help time. So I will try to touch base with you to make sure that we can read those words and we understand. You guys have a great day. Don't forget, if you finish your phonics time a little early, go ahead and get in your 15 or 20 minutes of Lexia time. Let me know if there's anything that you need in order to make sure that you are into Lexia and doing 15 minutes every day of work on the computer. I will see you guys soon, and hopefully pretty soon I will be able to talk to you about some prizes that we're going to give out for some of our Lexia superstars and those people who are completing their assignments. You guys have a great day, and I will see you soon.